and welcome to the Commentary Zone. Happy Thursday, everyone. We're going to have a special doubleheader today. Okay, so first up on the docket, we will be discussing Seeking Sister Wife, Season 5, Episode 13, Seeking Our Forever, which is the season finale. Oh no. So guys, thank you so much to everyone who became a new subscriber to the channel. We really appreciate you joining our tribe and hope to see you in our live chat soon, as well as in our comments section. Okay, so guys, let's get started with this mess. I can't believe we're still seeing some of this, some of these characters, quite honestly. But I am glad that the season's over.
Same.
Bravo to the Maryfields for carrying this entire season. However, how long can they do this? Y'all can't find any other Maryfields out there to help them?
I mean, they did a lot of heavy lifting this season.
They did, but they shouldn't have to. You have 4 other couples on this, or 4 other situations on this show, and yet the Maryfields are the only ones who bring it season after season after season. I mean, Garrick did say he was creative, but damn, there have to be other creative people out there that TLC can source and put on the show for our visual entertainment. That's all I'm saying.
I don't get it. I mean, they could have just brought back the normal couples, like that one normal couple that we really liked, just to throw them in for some good times. But
You mean the real
I mean,
Polygamous from season 1?
the real people.
They don't want
Just
nothing more to do with this trash.
true.
I think it was because his schedule got really busy and the producers wanted them to like run around with heads on fire. And you remember that gentleman, that was not him.
No.
Never a more monotone, sedate person have I ever met in my entire life.
But he was like, but his the fact that his like wife was pregnant, I loved it, and I understood the why behind it. I really did, but like you said, the Maryfields can't keep holding up this franchise. They're holding up this franchise right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, we can only ask so much of Danielle.
Oh my God. And the epic crying scene with the bad camera angle shot straight up the nose towards the end of the episode. It was priceless. Thank you, Danielle.
She's just the gift. Okay, it keeps on giving. She is the star.
Crying over nothing. Just crying over nothing. Oh my God. All right. So who do we want to start off with today?
Who was on this episode? I forgot.
The Davises, the Maryfields. Oh my God, the Ryan family. Okay, let's start with the Ryans. Get rid of them real quick. Why were they even on this episode? I thought we were done with them last week. Like, right. Oh my God. Anyway, Becky and her greasy hair came on.
I knew she was gonna be mad at her hair. I knew that.
What is going on with Becky? Becky, it's called shampoo and conditioner. Maybe a hot oil treatment to help with your split ends if you refuse to go to the hairstylist. Like, come on. Their segment was nothing. That's why I was just so focused on her hair. But anyway, she was chastising Justin, trying to get the deets on that final, like the update on Yari, right? And basically, I thought at one point, like a brief 1 to 3 seconds, the mask slipped on Becky.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't care enough to rewind to go back and look at it.
Me neither.
TLC, on behalf of Jamal and myself, please do not bring them back. I'll take the Davises over them. Do not bring them back. There's something about them that's uber skeevy, um, like beyond icky. Because I want to leave ick for Garrett.
You know what it is though? I will say this. I think the reason why we like there's nothing here for us because like we kind of like we've heard too much dirt in the streets that we didn't see on
Mhm,
the screen,
mhm,
so we kind of go in with like, well, you didn't bring none of this to the screen, so the good stuff you left off camera, like the real juicy stuff. Like if we
mhm.
had had a season of like watching their relationship with Stephanie fall apart, if we could have got that all season culminating with the drive up to the house and then like Stephanie like, I got Greg in the bed, like, can y'all please leave? Had that we got a whole season of that with that being the finale. We didn't live for it, but since you gave us Dry, Yari, and yo, like we don't have time
Mm,
for that. That was the that, it was, I'm going to blame production on this because they handled them
mhm.
all wrong. Like
Yeah.
we need a season of them like trying to call Stephanie. Stephanie talking about like, I need this paid. We need to see Stephanie milking them for the money and paying for her life, and then them driving all the way down there, and her dumping them in her gravel driveway. Like,
I think that would have wound up with a police call and charges being pressed.
well,
You just gave us an episode of Cops or something. I don't know.
but that'd be more interesting than what they gave us, though. Just I'm trying to help.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to help production here and how they fumbled the ball with them.
Ryan, this comment here: Garrick likes black and brown women, i.e., not Danielle's type. Basically, he called out Danielle for being ugly, and I think that's why they showed that up close and personal conversation with her. But yeah, it really irritates me. Um, but her fronts ain't ugly when you drilling up into it. Okay, Garrett, we see. Well, I see you. In my opinion, I see you. Becky needs a bath and wash her hair. Yes. Hello, everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome, all of our peeps, our regulars that we have here. Tracy, Sunway, avoiding eye contact, Auntie, Ryan Rounds, Flower Power. Let's see who else is
I
in here.
do
Do
have
we
a
have
question for
anyone
you,
new?
Debbie. I have a
Yeah,
question for you.
yeah.
Okay, with this season, did you feel like we only really had two full time situations, being the Davises and the Maryfields? I kind of felt like they were the anchors of the show, and then everyone else was like part time friends of the show. That's just how it came across to me.
Maryfields was the only full time person for me. Everybody else was contract players because they was scraping together film footage clips trying to create a story where there was none. The Salhoudins never had a wife on option.
Nope.
Never. It was basically the mom who made their storyline. So I throw them out of the
Oh, for
pile.
sure.
Then
They were
you
they were
got
barely they were barely friends of the show, in my opinion.
Sherwood's same fucking thing. Y'all really your storyline should have been about Shane's health and not about, her wanting to have a wife cuz you didn't want that. And I'm kind of a little pissed that you put your health concerns on the back burner, Shane, so that your wife could go out and search for puss that you was never gonna let her have. So yeah, disappointment. Y'all ain't never had a wife on bat to begin with. So then the next, who was the next ones? The Davises. The Davises. Let me see. The Davises. I. mm, We
But
could have
the
said that
Davises,
Jasmine was a potential wife if it didn't come out in the streets that y'all been knew her and rejected her and brought her back for this. So again,
but the Davises though, the problem with the Davises was we already knew what the storyline was going to be, and we weren't really here for it then. That's just calling a
but
thing a thing at that point.
you said two, but I disqualify the Davises for that because we found out.
Well, true, but I was saying as the season played itself out, when you think of screen time, they had the most screen time. I mean, had they just focused on really building the MLM, aka their family, I would have been more here for it. But the whole season, and we said this from the get go, this is going Danielle, whether she stays or leaves, is going to be their whole storyline. Her insecurities are going to be the whole storyline, and we know we knew they were going to be a bust anyway, but they still made them full time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they
But
were just never.
even if you're saying based on screen time, yes, based on screen time, they had the most screen time in comparison to the rest of them, but they were on
Right,
par with the Maryfields. However, when you compare them to what the Maryfields gave, the
right,
Maryfields are
exactly.
the donkey cart. They are hauling everything. And on top of that, they kept their secrets better than these people did. How you cover up a whole child for a whole year? Wow. They must live in the middle of nowhere, I'm assuming. I don't know, but I have to applaud them for that. And I have to applaud them for, keep on doing the same thing and getting the same result, and we are still here watching it. And we're not mad at it.
No.
We're not mad at it. Okay, Rise Epilogue was funny though. We're gonna go over all of those end cards that they gave at the end of the episode. We're gonna go over all of them with you and discuss them real quick. The Saladins couldn't get someone to come on camera with them other than that adult child. Oh,
Okay, here's the
oh.
thing. The problem with the Salahuddins was the simple fact is the side characters were
Mm-hmm.
more entertaining than they were.
Yeah, the mom.
The mom, the
But
friend,
then
second,
when
second,
all
third wife.
But when all of their secrets came out about being squatters, back rent unpaid, being first cousins, having a child together, questioning whether they actually have a legal marriage certificate. It could be one that was found in New Jersey, but they saying they got married in either Dubai or someplace in Africa or something. They are so shady and sketchy. Oh my God. I mean, like they're on par with the Snowdens.
Yes, 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 Ryan. Their poly couple friends were more interesting by far.
But why we
But
couldn't get them to sign up? Mike and his wife, two to
right,
three. 2 to 3. That's all I remember her name. I mean,
and Joe, the level headed friend.
oh, yes, yes.
Where was I'm looking? And I was looking at, and I was kind of irritated with their segment because I'm like, okay, first of all, you deprived us of the friends, whatever their name was, Mike and number two, number three. I'm like,
Right.
okay, we could have had this or the Salahuddins. Okay, fine. Like that's one disappointment down. Okay, we could deal with that. But then we shift over to Joe. I'm like,
Mhm.
Joe, where's your couple at? How come we couldn't get
She's
y'all
been
on the line?
before. She looks so
She was so
familiar.
familiar. I know.
I think we've seen her before. I really do. Right on TLC. The Saludines are not legally married. Listen, watch Moving Mad. Somebody found a marriage certificate registered in Jersey. Now Pennsylvania, Jersey, New York, they're all right there. They can be considered a tri-state. A lot of people live in Jersey or
Right.
Pennsylvania and work. It's an easy
Yeah,
commute. It's
that's
an
what I've
easy
heard.
commute. You can go and get married in Jersey, and they found like Nyla's name got about 10 more letters at the end of it, her first name. And I'm sorry, y'all. It could be a possibility. It could be a possibility. Somebody look up and see if first cousins can marry in Jersey. I won't put it past Jersey to do that. um, wasn't there some domestic or arrest with the Saladins? Moving Mad had a video and I didn't watch the whole thing. Ooh, oh my goodness. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I
And
seen
the
her
answer and the
on
answer and the answer is
OG.
yes. First cousin marriage remains completely legal in these 17 states: Alabama, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, New Mexico, North Carolina, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Vermont, and Virginia.
But not Pennsylvania. So you just
Not
take a
Pennsylvania.
drive and you go over to Jersey and you get married. There you go. Makes sense to me. So wait a minute. Auntie has seen her on the OWN channel. What? Okay, now. Okay, Tracy, always great to see you here. Aw. Hi, Steven. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Okay, alrighty. So would their marriage be invalidated in PA then? No. Marriage certificate is marriage certificate. Just like how you could go get married in the Caribbean and come back, as long as you have a certified copy of that marriage certificate, you is married. You is married. Okay, so we're done. We went way off track with the Ryans, but they were trash and bye. So then we want to go to the MLM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me go back to my notes. What happened here? Okay, so they sent Jasmine on her way, and then they get takeout. But of course, Nick, who obviously bought these shirts in every neon color from the Crayola box, I guess he bought them wholesale. He has on another one of these dreamsicle shirts that are 5 sizes too big for him. He doesn't want to eat his takeout in the takeout container. He wants to put it on a plate because I guess that's what happens when you don't wash the dishes. They sit down to have a family meeting over dinner to decide whether they move forward with Jasmine or not, because April's been hearing from her. And it seemed like they were ready to go. I know Nick was. April
Mm-hmm.
was okay. Jen was gung ho. Then we get to Danielle, and Danielle finally speaks up and said it was okay, but it wasn't okay enough for me, considering I'm the person who's going to have to marry her. And then April all of a sudden reverses course and sides with Danielle. Now, I think this is a manipulation of Danielle for us allowing her to think that she has some sort of power in this dynamic.
Agreed.
And I don't believe it at all. I think Jasmine was probably a ringer to give Danielle a false sense of something in this relationship so that they could keep her there until next year, or just be a babysitter for baby Vera. I don't know. But Nick is disappointed, but he tries to tell us, y'all see that my wives run this relationship. But then they pacify him by telling him, we'll be dating more, and maybe like 1 or 2 wives. So the possibility of him shagging multiple women plus the ones he has at home, I think he's here for. He is so gross. But that's what I saw here. Your thoughts on any of this? Did I miss anything?
No, because they really let her, and Danielle was believing her hype too. I'm like, you really sit here, you really believe that they're gonna let you make decisions? Like your vote really counts, Danielle? Okay, that's all I can say. Like, okay.
What did you think of the conversation that Danielle had with Jasmine? Like, they were the first 2 up in the house the morning after.
Oh, she was trying to run her off completely.
But the thing is that I felt Danielle was talking and no one, not even the camera crew, was listening.
True, because you notice how Jasmine dismissed her, like, okay, that's you. That's not me.
Mhm.
Because in the confessional, she said, like, I get it, but I'm extremely confident in myself. I'm
She
very
put her
secure.
down there. She put her,
Yeah,
because that was implying that Danielle wasn't. And she,
exactly.
wow. Okay. So that's why Danielle don't want you in here. Um, let's see. We get a little shot of baby Vera. She is the cutest little concoction of this bunch. Isn't there anybody who could take care of little baby Vera other than these four people? Child. As I said in the comments, someone had mentioned her. Jamal and I wish the best for Vera. We really do.
Mhm.
Anything else with this couple? Oh, Jamal.
With this situation, nah.
Okay.
Because all their mess came out too, so that's another point against them. I
Yeah.
mean, that was just it all came out. I was like, whoa,
Yeah, it just seemed like
yes,
all of them interact with each other in an intimate way,
right.
which makes it even grosser. Can you imagine what that
Hi,
bed?
Dustin.
Can you hi Dustin? Could you imagine putting a black light on that bed?
No, burn
Cuz you know
everything.
they only got one set of sheets for that bed.
Right.
All right, let's get on to the next set of nasty. The Maryfields, Danielle and Garrick. Um okay. So, oh my god.
They give us too much. You
Okay.
know. Now Garrick is special. That conversation with Miriam was so awkward that he was just not getting it. I was like,
But
oh my gosh.
hold on a second. Hold on. Something has been bothering me with the Maryfields, with Miriam in particular. They were so excited to bring in Miriam because she is Muslim and familiar with polygamy and all of that. But the only thing you know about Islam is polygamy, but nothing
Nothing
else.
else.
Nothing else. Again, Maryfields never doing any research, never doing any homework, and stupidly plodding along in life, thinking that everybody would just assimilate and absorb into their nonsense. And I really loved Miriam. TLC, find another show for her because I like her spirit. I like her independence. I like her spunkiness. To me, she seems a bit of a cast out from the traditional Muslim norm, but she's still holding fast to her religion. I loved it. I liked her. I didn't like these two, but I liked her.
She
Her.
was she seemed like she had a lot to offer. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept looking at her like, why are you here? Why are you on the couch? Why are
Exactly.
you on the couch with Garrick of all people?
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't have found you someone else on the show to hook you up with.
But she was repelled by him. Did you see her body language and how she
Yes,
shifted when he started touching her, and she like clammed up? She pulled her feet up. She was really going into herself. And then she ended the night and left him there. Because last nights are very special for Garrick.
exactly.
Um, she goes back home. Garrett got nothing. But basically, I think she's a really good friend for Danielle, quite
Right.
honestly. I would like to see her as a side character, amping Danielle up. I really would.
Oh, that being Danielle's hype
Um,
woman.
yeah, I would like that. Hopefully, she'll make better decisions moving forward. Um, let's see. Then we see Natalya. Ugh. Natalya had the weirdest. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Did I keep it? Hold on. Downloads. Where's our girl? Ah, here she is. Okay, so Natalya kind of like freaked me out a little bit. This was the weirdest. It felt like L. Ron Hubbard and the Scientologist or something. She really took the time to do this video. Her legal degree really shone through. Um, let's see. Let me see if I have what she said. Okay. She says, it's been a while since Garrick and Danny moved back to the US, and since then, many things have changed. I discovered new lies, and the main one is that Garrick invited a woman to spend a few days at his house. Since the beginning of my relationship with Garrick, I showed my satisfaction with
Oh,
adding a
Debbie,
new
real quick.
person. Uh-huh.
Oh, real quick there. What I'm gonna paraphrase for everybody. What she said was production called me and let me know that Garrick had another woman in their house. Okay, go ahead.
Shut up. I show my satisfaction with adding a new person, my dissatisfaction with adding a new person without me living with the
AKA
rest of the
I cussed
family.
they. AKA when production told me about this, I called and cussed their asses out. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he talked to me and he said that I could trust him. So Garrick said that that she should trust him and he would wait for me to arrive. In addition, Garrett began to demand total submission to him, a fact I did not agree with. And for these reasons, there is no longer a relationship between the two of us. I decided I no longer want to continue this relationship. Do you notice a relationship with the two of us? She never included Danielle in her relationship in this family.
Never.
The next day, Natalya officially broke up with Garrick and Danielle. Good for you, Miss Natalya, because you went off to Europe and Dubai with your friend and put yourself back out onto the market. Good for you. That law degree is working really well for you. Garrick, of course, is hurt. And we actually see that crazy. Let me see if I have it. Did I save one? Oh, I probably didn't. The ugly picture, of course, with Danielle crying as usual. Every season we get that up close, up the nose shot of this woman crying yet again. Yeah, I don't think I took a shot. Well, I did yesterday, but I didn't bother to save it. Darn it.
Mm.
But yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And again, at the end of the episode, we're going to leave it up to God. God will guide us. What is meant to be, God will provide. And I'm heartbroken. I'm sad. She's my wife. How could she betray me like this? No, she wasn't your wife.
Right.
No, she wasn't your wife. But he did accuse her. He says he doesn't want to lose a wife, but if a wife doesn't want to face her problems, it's better that come out now, instead of when we're married with two children. She's not going to mature. She's not going to change. It's a blessing that he didn't have to deal with it after she came to the States. Danielle says that they're still seeing Miriam and they get along very well. Everything is very comfortable,
Okay.
but they're taking it slow.
This part was hilarious to me because when we go to that end screen, I hollered.
Okay, so wait a minute. Then we find out 2 months later, Danielle and Garrick become parents again for the third time. They welcome their little baby girl, Leah Lily Melissa Maryfield, born on May 17, 2023. And Mazel Tov to the Maryfields and their bouncing baby girl. Blessings, good tidings, and good health to the baby and
and
the
and, Dan-
mother.
and Danielle's financial anchor for the next 18 years because she didn't get no settlement.
Until he runs away to Brazil and cannot be brought back due to no extraditions. Alrighty, so let's go to the end screens. Okay. All right, so let's do this. Okay, so let's do the the Ryans first because they were the first ones up.
Mm-hmm.
With the Ryans are still dating Yari. Despite her lack of commitment, she is happy to have Becky tag along some of the time. Girl, you a hoe. Oh my God. I could not believe this. Could not believe this. What are your thoughts? I
I
think
have
Becky's in
none.
it for the not Becky. Yari's in it for the money.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Next up, next set of losers, the Sahudins. Nyla and Naeem have a new woman named Ebony in their life.
Who will
Next,
never show up.
wait, shush. Stop. She could show up. If the cameras aren't there, she'll show up.
Right.
Next month, they plan to meet her for the first time. Things are still tense between Naeem's mom and Nyla, but they are hopeful one day she will accept their decision. I think what she can't accept is that her niece is fucking her son. I think
Mm,
that's the problem with y'all and why the police keep on getting called. And
agreed.
then y'all leaving like a whole child in the wake of all of this. Good on y'all, though. Good on y'all. Next up, we have the Sherwoods, and their update is Shane and Ashley are no longer in touch with Sarah. Were they ever?
Well, after well, yeah, it's kind of easy not to be in contact with somebody when they dump you.
Yes.
I
Um,
mean,
let's see. They've been stood up and catfished while continuing to seek, but they remain optimistic that they will find the perfect sister wife for Ashley. Stood up and catfish.
right, but still looking.
Just let her go and be a lesbian. Y'all could share custody.
Hmm.
Y'all could still live in the same house. Just let her go and be a lesbian. Jesus. Um, let's see. Let's go to the Davises. Jenny, April, Danielle, and Nick are dating a special new woman.
Who Danielle won't ever approve of, but okay.
Danielle is happy she decided to stay a Davis and is cautiously optimistic that the new woman could one day be her wife.
AKA, she's happy to still be on TLC collecting a check, and she is gonna play the long game and never marry this woman. Okay.
Everybody go to their Facebook and their IG and scroll back as far as you can to see what faces are going to appear next season as this new special woman. Okay. Last but not least, we have the ick factor, the premier dumpster fire of this particular show, the Maryfields. Danielle and Garrick are no longer dating Miriam. Thank God for that.
AKA Miriam dumped you. Okay.
Correct. They met a new woman, Lorena. Hope I'm saying that name right. Upon their first meeting, Garrick baptized her and proposed and dicked her down right after that. They are currently trying to bring her to the US on a K1 visa from Brazil. Hey, 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 hey. I can't. I can't. I can't. So, oh my God. How many comments have gone by? Oh, shoot. Okay, guys, this is it. All the end cards, the baby announcement, everything. The only thing I forgot was the ugly snot cry. And y'all don't want to see that. It's lunchtime for some of you. Let's see. Okay. Um, Knowing what we know, this was a storyline and a couple paychecks for Jazzy Jasmine. She had no intentions of being a part of that. And Danielle, ooh, yeah, shut up. At the fabric store, okay, so Ryan says he kept trying to touch Miriam and you could see her physically moving away. Of
Right.
course, because that's disrespectful. And her family's going to see this, whether she's an outcast or
Exactly.
not, and had a baby out of wedlock or not, and is being an influencer and showing her body more than she should. She's still family, and no Muslim family is going to want to see that. Mm-mm. Um, let's see. Miriam was there just for TV. Yes, I think she
Oh, for
wanted
sure.
to promote herself as an influencer. I really do.
Agreed.
Um, let's see. When Miriam was talking about the hijab, all Garrett cared about was him being able to ogle her when she was uncovered at home, because he doesn't understand what the hijab is for. The hijab is supposed to conceal the majority of her beauty, because that is reserved for her husband.
Right.
And he was so foul when she said, what about if I decide to wear a hijab because I want to do that, meaning once she gets married she wants to don a hijab. And
Right.
he's like, I'd want to take it off. You made it
Exactly.
sexual, and that is so gross for me. So gross for me. Oh my god. But anyway, ladies and any gentlemen who are interested in men like Garrick, take note. This is not healthy. This is not healthy at all. He's just disrespectful to women. Disrespectful. The Bible
Absolutely.
said the Bible says that people would create a whole religion to suit themselves. That is what Garrick has done. And in his Bible, Jesus blows on him and his penis in a garage.
Right.
And his spermatozoa goes up from the vaginal canal all the way to a woman's brain and infects her. Okay. Sign me up for that, church. She drank wine. I thought Muslims don't drink alcohol. Correct. They don't. Practicing Muslims do not. I would dated a Muslim who, if the least of what he did was drink wine, I probably would still be with him. But it's the other things he did that I had to say. This is that's what Garrick has done, even baptizing people. Yeah. They do that a lot. She couldn't wiggle out of there fast enough. Oh my god, he was so handsy, it was gross. Yes, but you notice that Garrick is getting more and more comfortable with his lecherous behavior on these people's TV screen.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go down the Snowden path, and that is why I said, how much longer are they going to be the donkeys of this show? It's going to get them in trouble. Mm-mm-mm. Maybe they make silk in batches that are 8 feet wide and they can safely pin the corners. Are y'all talking about that massive bed? Because I don't think that's silk. Let's see. This was so weird. That in a regular washing machine. Would that even fit in a regular washing machine? It probably could, but you just couldn't wash. Like, if y'all are talking about the sheets, though, I don't think you could wash. Like, you would have to separate the fitted from the flat and split up the pillowcases and like do 2 sets of laundry. I don't think that was probably a good idea. I can get 6 fitted sheets in a single load in my machine. I would want to break that up so that they're washed properly with the amount of, shedding skin, dust mites. We don't even know if they got, I don't know what they, and let's just call this a thing. That is the boom boom room. So all of the bodily fluids, I would split up that wash and disinfect it properly, especially considering that's the only set of sheets they got.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they have a mattress cover, though, because can you imagine all of those bodily fluids? And that must smell. Not enough Febreze in the world could cure that. If these people are serious, they need to quit with the bait and switch. There's other people out there that would willingly be a part of the mess. It is true, but those people don't want to be on TV.
Right.
How to have a commercial washer and dryer. So now they aren't married. I thought they were considered married following their engagement. Who's that? I don't know. Can you imagine the custom comforter for winter? You need the triple loader at the local laundromat. Um, they got enough body heat in there. They don't need a comforter. Like, let somebody. Oh God, no, gross. And they're in the basement. I don't think it's going to be that. Anyway, let me stop. Mm-mm-mm. Is Yari playing the long game, hoping she'll push Becky out? Probably.
Yes.
I would love to see it too. All those bodies, they might not need a winter comforter. Okay, there you go. Also not in touch with reality. They aren't looking for a sister wife though. Ashley just wants a husband and a girlfriend. I kind of agree with that, but that's why she should go on a lesbian site. But I don't know many lesbians that are willing to share like that. I don't know. That'll be tricky. That'll be tricky. Well, we know the black girl isn't gonna be with the Davises next season.
Right.
Hmm. That was ridiculous. Now he's baptizing his victims first. I can't. Ugh. Tracy, yes, you can, because we tune into this every season for the Maryfields and their foolishness. And you'll be the first one when we announce the premiere date for the next season. You'll be the first one ready to watch. And that's why we love you. Look at Garrick. Oh God. Depends on who's ugly crying. Okay. Lorena must be from a different province than Roberta or Natalya. I bet the US embassies and consulates all over Brazil has him on watch list for the K1 visas. That's why he's gonna try to marry her down there and stay down there with her. He's gonna stay down there with her. Very much probably. I actually won't be surprised. The boom boom in the hot tub also gross. That is just a soup of spermazoa and choo choo juice. Gross, gross, gross. Oh my lord. Sorry, Tracy. Got to have mattress cover. Yep. And then oof. Sarah needs to make up her mind. Sarah did make up her mind. If you're talking about Sarah with Ashley and Shane, Sarah left. She bolted. After she got pressure, she came back the next day and got it on film and said, I just want to be clear. It's a no for me, dog. That was it. Stephen, the whole house has now become a germ farm in my head. Gee, thanks, Deb. Yes, gross. Gross. And you're welcome, Stephen. Love you. Ashley just needs to be upfront in her profiles that she's interested in ethical non-monogamy or a poly relationship because she has a husband at home. There we go. There's a level of no one here is actually honest with what they want. None of them. They all lie to who they're trying to bring into their situations, and that's why they fail. Thank you, production. Don't call me out like that, Debbie. I'll do it every time. I can't with hot tubs. I don't do hot tubs. I don't like pools either. Give me an open body of water like an ocean or a sea. I don't do lakes, ponds, rivers. No standing water. Thank you. Not even a puddle. You can get ringworm from a puddle. That's me first in line, waiting to see all the mess. That's right. You and Black Lavender. Are you doing 90 Day Fiance the other way new season? I saw a preview of it. When is it starting, Sunway? Does anybody know? I don't understand why they don't just ask for what they want, but I'm fairly sheltered by choice. I don't believe anyone on these shows knows how to tell the truth, not even to themselves. So that's why. Let's see. Thanks for the head tilt. Zarpa and Shekinah are back July 1st, I think. Oh my god. Why? Ryan, that has to be a mistake.
They were the breakout stars last season.
Were they though? How pathetic was that? How are you still on the other way? I bet you they haven't progressed past getting a new bed.
But remember, like, didn't no, yeah, that's true. The other way was well. Wait, you might be right on that one.
Yeah, like, didn't you know that
Rodney,
though?
Rodney, yes, UK is very good. I binge
Okay,
watched 3 episodes.
Rodney, you obviously didn't see our community page. I made the announcement. We're doing all 3 episodes tomorrow afternoon. So bring your notes. Be ready. It'll be a long one because they're nothing but messes on this show. I don't believe any of these relationships. Any of them. He's choosing her new nose for her. Wait, what?
Sarper, he wants to kind of fix her nose.
Oh, child, I cannot. You know that's the only reason why she's targeted him in Turkey so that she could go over there and probably get a discount on
A
plastic
discount,
surgery.
right? Mm-hmm.
Um, you know she got to save them coins since the little girl is almost 18 now. No more
Exactly.
money from the hotel your daddy. No way, you got to be kidding me. He wants her nose fixed. Oh my god. It's a delicious hot mess. Yes, Ryan. Yes, it is. And we'll be enjoying it. Um, and Tracy seemed to be the most excited in all of our comments. Tracy and Ryan were the most excited in the comments about UK. So we definitely have to cover it. Um, okay, July 1st. So July 1st. Jesus. Okay, we hopefully Love in Paradise will be over by then, and we could put it in. Jesus. All right, y'all. Jamal, that was it. That was the show. Another season over and done with. Um, the other way is going to new places. Iceland and Indonesia should be interesting. I saw Statler and Dempsey in the preview. I'm not really interested in them, but I am interested in Iceland and Indonesia. So you've got me hooked. I'm watching it. When is UK? UK started on Monday. They dropped the first 3 episodes on Discovery Plus, or if you have Max, you can watch the first 3 episodes of 90 Day Fiance UK. If you don't have Discovery Plus or Max, just come on over into the chat. We'll tell you everything that's going on. Off to the next hot mess. Iceland, too cold. Right. No, I can watch cold destinations on my TV. Me going to experience it, not really high on my bucket list. It's on the bucket list, but not very high up in the ranking. Okay. All right, Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good to go.
All right, y'all, give us a couple minutes. We'll be back at the top of the hour, and we're going to be talking about Old Lady Cottage. So bust out the mothballs and put your shawls on and bring your notes, and we'll talk about the old gals, okay? Until next time, Jamal.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Bye.